Hey, good evening, you guys. How is everyone doing? How are you all doing? I'm gonna let y'all start getting the notifications. Move. Hey, the Black Barbie. Hey, Diane. Hey, your choice towing. They're not sending those notifications out because my phone is not going to move. Hey, Kimberly. Shan. Move. How is everyone doing tonight? Hey, Nisi. Um, Kimberly, Positive Vibes, Teresa K. No, let some more people start coming in. Also, we'll give them like 2 more minutes. Have you all eaten dinner tonight? I got me a grilled wrap from Chick-fil-A. It was pretty good. I like the Garden Ranch. Miss Tam and everyone. Hey, Norman Green. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm so tired. You had pizza? I promise y'all my days are so long. But I had to go get my nails and stuff. It's just that the weather. I don't like this kind of weather. So the days are short. That's what it is. Not long. The days are short because it's dark at like 4:30. At 5 o'clock, it's black dark. I don't like that. It just does something to me. I don't like that at all. Stop to McDonald's. Just left my nephew baseball game. Okay. The avocado ranch is so good. I didn't get the avocado ranch. I got the garden ranch, but I didn't see avocado ranch or else I would have got avocado ranch. I love avocados. I love spicy avocado dip. I do. I do. I love that spicy avocado dip. I like that pico. Is it pico de gallo? De gallo? I think that's how it's pronounced. I like all those types of dips and stuff. Anything with a jalapeno pepper in it is my thing. I love peppers, spicy peppers. It's good. I got it. I'm gonna try it the next time. I gotta try it. Ooh, avocado ranch is good. Okay. I'm definitely gonna try it. You all make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the room. How you doing, Miss Latoya? I'm from Mississippi, but I've been in Colorado for a few months. It's cold and dry and gets dark by 4:30. It's beautiful though. Oh wow. You know what? When it's cold, it gets dark like that because I couldn't live in Alaska. In Alaska, they have 6 months of daylight, 6 months of dark, where 6 months is daylight, 6 months is dark all day. I'm sure it's a lot of sewer to the sides, just like they say it is in Seattle because it rains all the time. It's depressing. That's why I be so happy when the spring come. I be doing flips and everything, child. This spring is my favorite time of the year. I don't like the fall because I know the winter coming. So I start getting depressed. Like, Lord, I don't like cold weather at all. Anyways, you guys, let's talk. It's been 5 minutes. Whoever gonna come in, they'll start to come in. Let's talk about Hernandez Govan turned down the deal. He's going to trial. Now, we figured, well, we didn't know. Okay, we didn't really know what was gonna happen. As I said when I did the video earlier, I was like, well, I guess, I was guessing that he wasn't getting what he wanted, which was probably no time at all. Because I was listening to Be Quiet. I was listening to Vlad, and Vlad, according to Vlad, he had been Be quiet. He had been communicating with him, and he thought that he was going to get time served or something like that. And so it didn't work out like that. It didn't work out like that, right? Says, I like the fall. I love when the leaves change. Yes, you guys hit the like button. I said be quiet. Be quiet. And so I forget what I was saying. And so, he went to court. He went on in today, and he told the judge that he was going to go to trial. I don't know, for some reason I still don't think he's gonna go to trial. I don't know why. I just don't think that he is. Let's see if we can find it. What is it? News Channel 24? See, y'all, this is how the weather have me tired and sleepy, yarning and shit.
News right now, we know the trial date for the man accused of killing Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Prosecutors say Hernandez Govan was the mastermind in the killing.
Ain't this some shit? This is the type of stuff that make me mad.
News right now, we know the trial date for the man accused of killing Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Prosecutors say Hernandez Govan was the mastermind in the killing back in November of 2021. ABC 24's Scott Mattis is here now with details as lawyers on both sides prepare to make their case to a jury. Good evening, Scott.
Well, good evening to you, Richard. Today was the last day, like you said, that Govan and his defense team had to accept that plea deal from prosecutors, and that's why a trial date has now been set. Now, the prosecution, well, they say Govan was the one who recruited the shooters to kill Young Dolph, while the defense says otherwise.
Everybody who is involved are responsible for this murder, and we're going to make sure that everybody who is involved gets justice.
Friday morning inside a Shelby County court, Hernandez Govan pled not guilty for what the county says was his role in the 2021 murder of Young Dolph.
We nonetheless are confident that we're going to be able to prove every element of the offenses that we've charged. We've we're gonna be able to prove our case beyond a reasonable doubt. And, whether we resolve this case through a plea or a trial, we're ready to seek justice in this case.
Prosecutors say that Govan was the one to introduce the alleged shooters, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, to Big Juke, who the prosecution said put a $100,000 hit out on young Dolph.
The charges are at trial. There's a conspiracy count that for him carries up to 40 years. There is the murder count that carries life in prison.
We're pleading not guilty in this case, and we'll get to trial on July 28th.
But Manny Aurora, Govan's attorney, says his client is not guilty of the murder or the conspiracy charges, and he is not the mastermind of young Dolph's murder.
There's all been rumors about he's this or he's that, and I think hopefully we can put all that stuff to bed.
And while the trial is nearly 7 months away, prosecutors say they have taken proactive actions to make sure that Govan is monitored before the trial. And the defense says they will not seek a jury from a different part of the state.
He's under supervision by an agency that supervises him. He has restrictions on, where he can go, when he can be there. It's something that we, constantly monitor.
I trust the folks in Memphis. We'll have a good jury selection, and we'll make sure we get the best, most independent, impartial jurors that we can.
All right, now you might remember Govan did not testify in the trial against Justin Johnson, who of course was found guilty in young Dolph's murder. Now Johnson was ultimately sentenced to life in prison plus an additional 35 years. Live in studio, I'm Scott Mattis. Richard.
I told y'all, man, it was bad. When did they say he go? Did they say July the 28th? That's the day after. Is that young Dolph's birthday or the day after his birthday? Did they say December the 28th? Y'all, my child, it's been a long day. I went and got my nails and stuff done. And they so pretty. I got them. They're lime. They're lime. And my toes. He goes the day after Dolph's birthday. That's what I thought. Hey, they're gonna take their chances, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna go to trial. I just don't. I don't believe they are. That's a gamble, because if the prosecutors didn't think that they could, one thing about Memphis prosecutors, when they don't think that they can win a case 100%, feel like that, they can win, they'll drop those charges down to lesser charges. They're not budging on his charges, which is it should be a red flag for him. But I guess, depending on what they was offering him, he feel like he damned if he do and damned if he don't. So he'll take his chances. But I think when you go to trial, you end up getting more. If he's found guilty, she's going to give him life. Which, it ain't no telling what they was offering him. Because like I said, some people said 15, some people said 25. I mean, I don't, for some reason, I don't believe it was 15, because I don't think he would have turned down 15. He still would have been he would have been about 60. He would have been fairly young when he got out. Probably could have got out before 15 if they would have offered him 15 years. I believe it was to 25. And then he's got several different counts. So we don't know what all those charges added up to. So the time, it might have been 30. It's going to be interesting. He'd be crazy to risk Cornelius and straight. I don't believe he's gonna go. I don't believe he's gonna go to trial. Govan is older. He's not he's seasoned as it relates to the criminal justice system. He ain't no damn fool now. I just don't believe he gonna go. I just don't believe it. I would have to see it. I could be wrong, but I just don't believe that he that damn crazy. I think Govan trying to stay out as long as he could stay out, because when July come, this gonna be something else. He'll mess around and won't go to trial till because I'm gonna tell y'all, like I told y'all before, when they start changing them trial dates, it starts getting to like later in the year. Anything past September, they're gonna reschedule it to the next year. So he'll mess around and won't go to trial to 2026. And I think he's trying to stay out until then, and then he'll plead out. I think that's what's going on. He just dragging the time out. Yeah, as you hit enter the live, please hit the like button. Well, Govan, I think Govan be in the chat. Govan, come say something. You want me to drop the link for you? Let us know something. Let's see. It says she says Dawes family needs closure. He know he damn guilty. Shoot, by that time. Cornelius gonna already been and got his sentence, I reckon. He gonna really be mad. Ooh, he gonna be mad. So he gonna be and got his sentence more than likely, and he gonna say, I really ain't got nothing to lose. Where's Stanley at? I don't know. Stanley ain't been in here. Stanley had not been in here. He normally comes in, but he ain't been in here in some weeks. He normally came in here every time I came on. Rochelle said, if because we don't really I don't know who that was. He claimed he was Govan brother. I don't know. Somebody said it was Govan. I don't think it was Govan, because I would have known Govan's voice because I heard his voice on Stan G show. They say he may be trying to let his health issues. They say he has run his course. Maybe that's what it is. They said Govan working with them boys. It don't seem like it. Well, which boys? Because I mean, we do know the state is prosecuting. Hey, we know the feds involved. Which ones he working with? Because it don't look like he working with the state. Like, not like that. They not. I don't think. Well, I don't know. I don't think he has a problem with working with the state. But they're not talking his language. It's because he don't want to do no time. But like I've been telling y'all, he gonna have to do some time. He just ain't gonna be able to get past that. I remember when the district attorney, when they gave him that low bond, he said, we have a better understanding of what his role is. So I wonder what has changed since then. Cornelius started telling everything, and Straight Drop too. Nobody would ever tell me Straight Drop ain't said nothing about Govan. I believe he have. So we can hear his side of the story. I was trying to get Stanley to tell it, but Stanley didn't want to tell it. Stanley wanted to interrogate me. See what I knew. I don't know nothing. D. Bradshaw says, I want him to go to trial so we can hear what happened. It's probably going to be a short trial too, but I believe Govan would jump on the stand. His attorneys would advise him against it, but I believe that he would get up on the stand. But this time he is in double overtime and time and a half. They need to revoke his bond. I want the DA to put the evidence out there. They is gonna put it out there. They ain't even put half of what they had in Straight Drop's trial. They really didn't need to when they had Cornelius, because Cornelius told everything. And see, Goldman might look up in Cornelius and Straight Drop be coming back to back. Ooh, child, we know Cornelius coming. We know Cornelius gonna be a witness. We already know that. But he might look up and Straight Drop might be up on that stand. It's Paula Hall. He a federal informant. Oh Lord. Lord have mercy. I know, but how much can he be telling till now? I don't know. I think I told y'all. I was trying to tell y'all. I didn't try to. I know y'all listens to me. I said, listen. When folks were saying they're gonna blame everything on Juke, I said, listen. The worst thing that they could ever do is try to play in the face of the government. That's just not a good thing, especially the feds. If you go and you try and blame everything on a dead man, they consider that an insult to them, as if you can just walk in an interrogation room and say, Juke did it all. We're gonna dump everything on Juke. These folks been doing this stuff. They have their evidence. And it is quite insulting to think that you could play highly intelligent people that already know what's going on. You know, you think you could sit in their face and play them. So I said that that's not going to happen. So Cornelius knew better than to do it. It's going to be interesting to see the type of time that Cornelius get. I wonder how many days that trial is going to be. Listen, hey, I think Govan taking a gamble, because I'm trying to figure out why his does he have first degree? I mean, I don't see a jury finding him guilty on first degree. Let me see what first degree, because let me look at that. Yeah, let me see. The defendant had the intent to kill. The defendant spent time reflecting, reasoning, or weighing their decision. The defendant did not kill on a sudden impulse. Hold on, let me see. So it's saying that he can be convicted of murder. Yeah, he can be. They can. Because even if because I'm sure they may have the choices of first degree, second degree, and now that first degree murder might be the only thing that's iffy. That might be the only thing that's iffy, but but the conspiracy charge is gonna lay him down for a long time because they probably just end up giving him a lesser charge if they don't find him guilty of first degree. But in order for them to not take those charges down to lesser charges, they got a reason not to do it. That means that they 100% believe that they can get him convicted of murder in some degree. They do believe that. And they got to have the evidence to be able to do it, to believe that. Hey, Mr. Parker. Hey, Miss Rose, M. Rose. But me personally, I don't think Govan is going to go to trial. I don't believe that he is. I think he's trying to stretch out his time because just because they said that this was the last day don't mean that he can't still decide that he want to plead out. But now Straight Drop's attorney was mad at him too for some reason. Straight Drop attorney was mad at him. He was ready to question him on the stand. So Straight Drop's attorney is subject to tell him, I think you should go and testify and go Vans. Don't be surprised if you see Straight Drop because them 100 years that he got 90 something years. I'm sure it's starting to it'll be good and settled on his brain by then. So he might be, might walk up in there. So we know Cornelius coming. If it be God's willing, Cornelius coming. And he gonna do Manny the same way and handle Durham the same way. Because they couldn't shut Cornelius up. Straight Drop's attorney would be trying to stop him, and he gonna get it out. So, do you all think that Govan is gonna really go to trial? My mind tells me he ain't gonna go to trial. Govan he's been in the system. He ain't crazy now. Oh, I know he ain't no damn fool. I don't know. The only thing that I would say is their first degree. I was looking for them to try to give him a lesser charge any day on their first degree. I'm honest. I was, but they didn't drop it down. They didn't try to drop it down. So evidently they are confident that that they can get him convicted on a first degree murder charge. Conspiracy. I could see that them keeping that, and I don't know. I forget what the other charges are, but they're sure that they can get him on a first degree murder. So, and the only reason I say I was looking for them to drop it down to a lesser charge is because I thought they would have said, well, the jury is gonna feel like, well, he didn't actually fire the weapon. Yeah, the bush is packed. Why don't people come on out the bushes and just talk? I said talked and say something. Say hello to me. Come on out the bushes and say hello to me. I'm actually a really nice person. All you got to say is hello. You get to talking crazy now. I don't like weirdos now. So, hey, if you listen to the district attorney, he basically said what it was. He says everybody has to do some time. Hey, Hero Fix TV. Hey, it's all in the making. He says Govan should have been put a wig and dress on and skip town. I know guys who did and it's still free. Somebody said he was on his page asking for a U-Haul truck. So maybe you're thinking about it. I don't know. But I don't think he'd be crazy enough. These folks so damn crazy. I don't know what they want to do. When they were saying Govan on his page asking anybody if they got a U-Haul truck, he trying to skip town. I said, Lord, they say he asking folks if they know if they got a box truck or something. I said, what's a box truck? They said it's a U-Haul truck. Like I said, I still don't believe he's going to go to trial. I don't, and I don't believe the trial is going to be in July. I don't believe it's going to be in July. It looks like it's going the exact same way it went with Straight Drop. First Straight Drops was in March, then it was in July, then they changed it to September. So it don't look like. Hey, Sherelle. According to them, right now is set for July. The trial is set for July. I don't believe it's gonna happen. I don't believe it's gonna. His lawyers will get it reset for. I believe they'll try to get it reset for September or something like that, and then he gonna plead out. Yeah, they're gonna try to eat him alive. Cause see, I would be scared. The mere fact that they ain't tried to drop those charges. I think he got the discovery, but what he needs to worry about is what's gonna be added. What's gonna be added on? You never know. Straight drop might have been by that time giving his life over to Christ and became a prison pastor, and he wanted. You don't know what would happen. Okay, and because you know these. Mm, I wouldn't want to take that chance. Now I was looking at Gangster Williams. He said that Straight Drop already was getting ready to go. Van says Straight Drop already was getting ready to tell on him. You heard Cornelius said that he told him to tell. Cornelius said that on the stand. Hey, Miss Tamara, everyone, what's up, y'all? I don't believe it either. This is one of the most bizarre games. You have to think about it. It's a high profile case. And I think Govan able to play a little bit because he feel like he got something that they want. He feel like he can connect the dots on something that they want. I guess that's what he's thinking now. Y'all, hold on. Let me turn my heat on. It's cold as hell up in here. That's why I'm yarning and stuff. Hold on. Oh, let me get this thing away from between my toes because it's becoming uncomfortable. My cute little lime green toes. I'm always getting green. They said you're supposed to always wear green or something like that. That make money come. So I got my toe. Keep my toes like a green or something. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I really wish that I could drop the link and get you all to come up and communicate. But it's too many damn fools in the world. They be wanting to hack. I'm here to tell the hackers something. It's several hackers. I'm eating carrots. Hackers. I've gone to God on you. I know it's several of y'all. I've gone to God. You won't even have the mind to hack in about a year. That's in the atmosphere. I'm telling you that right now. So much bad stuff gonna happen to y'all that it's gonna be ridiculous. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, they They twisted. Only a twisted hoe with hat. Where my phone at? I'm gonna open the line up for y'all to call in. Y'all keep it on the subject. I'm not in the mood to be. I'm gonna hang up in your face. You start talking about something else. I'm not in the mood for it. Y'all, the number is 901 667 0119. Call in and tell me what y'all think about Govan. Govan, call in. I know he on here. Lord have mercy. Conspiracy carries 30 years. So conspiracy carries 30. They might want to give him, they probably said we can give you 15. Then the murder charge, they probably offer them 25. Mm-mm. I tell you. Did anybody call? Let me see. Let me see if anybody called. No, nobody called. So they said even Cypress disappeared. Like I said, I don't believe that he's gonna go to trial. I don't. I'd have to see it to believe it. When July come, and that seems like a long time away. She said, I know Govan wish he would have left Dolph. You know, I always wondered. I wonder what made them choose Cornelius. What made them choose Cornelius to participate in the hit? Because when you say, well, they did it because he was a crackhead, It's some crack. You don't ask any old crackhead to go and commit a hit because you don't know if they're gonna go tell on you. I always wonder what made them choose Cornelius, because that's not something that you go and ask just know anybody to go do, because you don't know if they're gonna go tell the folks on you. So what made them? It's a lot of crackheads around. What made them choose Cornelius? Was he already doing stuff to prove himself? Because he was a pillhead and needed money. It's a lot of, but you know what? I'm sure in the world Cornelius come from, around Orange Mountain and stuff, it's a lot of pillheads. He said, "Govan better take a deal because Cornelius would test." Yeah, Cornelius is that goes without saying. He gonna have his second wind. He told so much stuff. I'm sure he was out of breath for days. He'll have his second wind. You know, you be really vicious, or not vicious, but you be really deadly. And that second, when you get that second win, you are forced to be reckoned with. Cornelius gonna be he gonna be a straight out rapper, producer, everything on that stand. Yeah, Ashley, that's what they thought, but it ain't gonna work out like that. God was never gonna allow it to happen. God was not gonna allow it to happen. And I think the good thing is that somebody got Cornelius to accept that they did that, and God was not going to let them live happily ever after. So he went ahead and just admitted his part in it because he had to, because they already knew he played a part in it. They did him 30. That's what made him tell faster. Yeah, I believe so too. I was looking at Boosie, and you could tell Boosie do not like talking about Young Dolph, because Boosie didn't really mess with Young Dolph. Boosie loyalty and all of that is to Gotti and Juke, and which, I guess that would be okay, but I could tell with Boosie's energy, he just don't want to make his fans mad, because a lot of the fans he got, Dolph had too. I could tell with Boosie's energy, he feel like Dolph got what he deserved. He won't say it, but he ain't got to say it, because you could tell just by what he do say. So it's like a never ending cycle, because you got people that are celebrities that won't tell these folks that they were wrong. I wonder when somebody gonna step up that has the spotlight and tell that man he was wrong for orchestrating that man's hit just because he was mad at him. When's somebody gonna stand up and tell him that? Say, I'm surprised too. And Quet don't move like he's scared of nothing either. That's weird too. Like, he told the judge he want to work. I thought he would be looking over his shoulder. That was gonna cross they was gonna cross him out anyways. Quet was being greedy. 10,000 from each one of them, and him and Straight Drop was gonna split Neil's 40,000. Oh wow. I wonder who got Cornelius's 40. They ain't even get him $1,000. You kill $1 million man for $800. A man that was helping to create generational wealth within the city of Memphis. Because when you make these young dudes millionaires, you get money to circulating. They get to take care of their families. They get to, hire other people. That's keeping money circulating. You took all that away for $800. Even if he had got the 40,000, you take away $1 million man for $40,000. You take away a human being for $100,000. First of all, I don't believe that it was 100,000. I believe Straight Drop them got more than that. Listen to what Boosie said. Boosie said, Boosie did an interview the other day. Vlad said they took out Dolph for a video game. They took out Dolph for a video game. And Boosie said, if that's true, you don't know if that's true. Sound like to me, he know. What's that, Jada Woo? You would have told Dolph what is that Jada Woo? You would have told Dolph what Jada Woo. If Cornbread told it all he said about Quet had already sang like a canary, so what else could Quet tell them that's different from Cornbread testimony? So Quet must have some real gems. Well, I think Quet knows way more than Cornbread. If Quet was the middleman, he knows he could connect just about every piece of the puzzle if he wanted to. But he probably don't want to, because he might have to, in order to do that, he'd have to reveal more of his part. And some stuff. He started revealing some more people. They're going to start revealing some more dirt on him. Now, if he go to trial and get convicted, I believe he's going to tell it. Quit don't believe fat meat greasy. I wouldn't take that chance. I wouldn't, but... No, because here's the thing. The prosecutors are not even dropping the charges down to lesser charges. I had not even heard anything about, his attorneys. I didn't see any motions where his attorney's trying to file to get those charges dropped. Maybe that's a strategy to not try to get them dropped. His attorney thinks that that's a strategy. But it's going to be a bad idea if they find him guilty of that murder charge. Like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see how all of this stuff plays out. Because one thing for sure, everything that has a start has an ending. Lorenzo says he's gonna be found guilty of some charges because he playing in the state's hand. They said Quet got to worry about conspiracy because that's hard to beat. And how many years does a conspiracy carry? Mm. They said Cornelius gonna get on the stand and fry him to get 5 years knocked off. It's gonna be interesting to see how many years Cornelius get. His attorney might try to wait to get him sentenced. I wouldn't be surprised if that court date is rescheduled also. Don't be surprised if Cornelius' court date ain't rescheduled till August next month. I wouldn't be surprised. And then it'll be rescheduled again because Quet ain't gonna go to trial in July. His attorney is gonna get another continuance. So I don't even look for that to happen. Manny says that they want to stay right in Memphis. For Manny to say he want a Memphis jury, he see what going up in them hills, going back in them backwoods, got for straight drop. It is more urban crowd in Memphis. Straight Drop's attorney had to be a damn fool. Yeah, that's what he was. He was a damn fool. I told y'all something that he wasn't a good attorney. Said Cornelius is gonna get 20 years to life, nothing less. John Wick. Legacy says, thank you so much, Emeralds. Just praying that I don't need to get surgery on my neck. I hope you don't have to get surgery on your neck either. Says, Drop told Cornbread to let him go and say Quet was the one. They be moving so fast. I was just reading the comment and it jumped. I can't even find it. Drop told Cornbread let him go and say Quet was the one who changed clothes with him. It was the one at the sea. Now look, Quet is my age. Everybody know Quet old ass ain't with his bad ass knees ain't jumped out of no car like them young boys did and ran up there to that window. What's up, the psych dog?
What's going on? Y'all know I have to call the number that works. I can't do it like y'all done call.
What's going on?
Not much. Just what's going on, everybody?
You sound like you happy that Quet didn't tell on got it.
Well, we ain't gonna say I ain't gonna say he ain't tell on got it. Just say I just wanna we got typical kids.
You said you just wanted him what?
We just gotta wait to see what's gonna stick.
Well, you think he's gonna go to trial?
He might as well now. What jacket? Here's the thing. You gotta know what's with his jacket.
I wonder how much money Manny charging him. Because Manny is coming way from Atlanta. He based out of Atlanta. And he was in he in Memphis. I mean, somebody paying for his flights, paying for if he comes with a team, paying for his hotels, and they got to pay for his time in court.
Yeah. Shout out to the people that pay for this. It might not be who y'all think, man.
No, he based in Atlanta, so maybe somebody in Atlanta paying for him.
Of course it is. I don't think he wants to now. He put himself in a bad spot where he got to go with it now.
You said he wasn't now?
He put himself in a spot where he got to go for it now.
He ain't got to go for it. He could change his mind again. And which I think he going to do. I don't see him going to trial. I believe his attorney going to try to get the trial date moved again when July get here.
Now, there comes more Cypress and the Bullet Jam coming in.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Quit got to go on more vacations to Florida and stuff. He go more places than anybody I know with a damn being monitored.
Hey, ain't no way, ain't paper out. Ain't no way y'all let this man make him trial.
Don't be trying to get paper route to crash out.
Hey, y'all, impress me. Ain't no way CMG will paper out let this man make him trial.
Paper route got bigger fish to fry. They got to get their albums and stuff out. They gonna let justice prevail.
Nobody want to hear their album. We want to see them do some stuff that they actually rap about. I want to know what Quick give up Mr. N. That's what I want to know.
He said the lawyer's giving him hope. Yeah, because Manny getting paid. I'm sure Manny had to go get his law license in Memphis. I'm sure that the client paid for that. I'm sure they had to pay for that. So he went. He had to go get licensed in Tennessee, from my understanding, and because that's what you know what they said, he had to actually get licensed, which means he had to take a test to become a license, to have licenses to even represent him. So I'm sure that they had to pay for that.
It's gonna come from some long money.
Maybe Quit already had some money because them attorneys don't come cheap. He got two.
But he got connection for somebody. That ain't.
Oh, okay. You think he
got some connection.
borrowing the money?
But he got some connection to, next nigga I was gonna find with.
Mm-hmm.
That's in my opinion. But no, I don't know. I think he should just cop out.
You just said that he didn't need to cop out. I think he gonna cop out anyways. I think he just trying to buy time.
How
if I'm sure if he could stay out forever, he could. He know he can't as long as they'll play the game with him.
I don't think he got what they want. I think he got some, but I don't think he got what they want.
That could be it.
I
Maybe
think
they thought he had what they
I
wanted.
think he got some enough.
You say you think he got what? What you say, Cypress?
I don't think he got what they wanted.
What you think they wanted?
I don't think he got everything they wanted. At this point, since you're gone, I think they won't got it, but I don't think he can get them got it.
And I don't think it'll be hard to get Gotti if they're saying that the money allegedly was paid for out of a CMG account, especially if it can't be proven that Juke was the one that paid them the money out the account. If it can't be proven that he was actually the one that got the money out and paid them, it would seem like to me at this point it just is at the feet of Gotti. I don't know. That's what I would think. I don't know though.
But what if Gotti can prove that if they got the money from Juke though?
You said what now?
What if Gotti can prove that they got the money from Juke though? This a whole different ballgame.
Keep hope alive, Cypress.
Gotti can prove that they got the money. But it ain't
You think
get the money.
You think Gotti would tell them that they got the money from Juke?
I would hope he wouldn't do that.
What Gotti say? Then Gotti say we never tell, we never follow, we never tell. So you think he'd tell them that he got proof that he came from Juke? Hey Gary.
Shout out to God that only now celebrate Rob's birthday.
Okay.
I never know how ugly Robin is. I just seen that in life.
Why you call Robin ugly?
Yes, he is. I don't know what the hell's her hell to that. That's one ugly ass woman.
Robin ain't ugly.
I just seen a video. I hadn't seen it up close in a while, but I should.
She might have some ugly ways, but I don't think she no real ugly girl.
She's an ugly woman.
Let's see. Pumpkin Poo says if he says that he's still guilty because he knew about it.
Well, I'm quite sure.
Hey, Diane. You said what now, Cypress?
I'm quite sure he has a woman like it. I'm quite like myself.
You said what now? I couldn't hear you.
But I said I'm quite sure he has a woman like all of us.
He ain't have to hear the rumor if everything came from out of his mouth that got it going.
That's the point. Can't nobody prove that.
I wonder if
Can't
the
nobody
only
prove.
way Big Juke be able to get some money out of CMG account if his name was on the account.
His name was most likely on the account.
You don't know if his name was on the account? I don't believe it was.
I think he found the way to get his name on that account.
Because I don't. He was mad about when he mad at his brother at first about something about not giving him some money or something. So his name couldn't have been on the account.
Well, that was before. Yeah, but his name might not be. But see, he didn't have to go to. See, I think the accounts on the came into play when they got paid for the lawyer. You feel me?
You say you think the accounts only came into play when what?
I think them accounts only came into play when they paid for the lawyer.
So you saying he took the money out of the account to pay for the lawyers, not for the hit?
Yeah, he took the money out. He took the money out of the account to pay for the lawyers, not to pay for the hit.
Oh Lord.
In my opinion, I think they could have paid for the. I think he could have paid for the hit out. But I think in order to pay for the lawyers, you had to come out of the bank account. If the lawyers don't want to see the trail of that money. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't taking a chance of getting caught up in that abuse. So they got to see the trail of your money. Other than that, I think everything was paid for from up under the mattress.
Keep hope alive, Cypress. I tell you.
But I think with Juke, getting knocked down, though, it make him hard to really get down as far as the murder. But I think everything else he could be held accountable for, maybe, if they can prove it. But I don't think he's going down for the murder. Since Juke is gone. And pretty much got it out of the murder.
You think they cut him out? Juke would have had to go before the judge and jury for himself. I don't think that would cut Gotti out if he had something to do with it.
No, see, it's a chain of command to it. Right. Gotti, y'all will say Gotti number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Juke number two. That's how everybody labels it, right? Okay. If you're not now number two, with the connection to number one, it make it hard for anybody that's under two get number one. Because number one, everything under number one is criminals. They got a criminal jacket. So they will have to prove that in court. We're going to make them hard to get number because he got legal money. Now, as far as the civil situation with his case and stuff, now he's going to be responsible for that because they paid for the lawyers.
But it's criminal though. Ain't it criminal for him to be paying for them lawyers? I don't know. It might not. I don't know. I don't know. I have to look into that. Is it a crime for him to be paying for them lawyers? But it shows that it would show that he has some type of interest in the killers.
Yeah, but here was the thing. With number two gone and the rest of them people are under him because convicted felons in criminal jackets, they will have to prove their conviction, and they can't.
Mm-hmm.
Because he have high-power lawyers that fight that.
Mm.
Because they can't get juicy and say, they gonna look at, okay, y'all niggas got criminal jackets, felons, and prove this. He got high-power lawyers. They gonna get all that and get out of the way.
Mm.
Yeah, as far as the murder, no. I mean, he gonna be held responsible, like far as like the legal situation. Because the Duke was a part of the label. So guess what? He gets wrongful death because he's a part of your label. Paid for the hit.
With his,
That's
he paid for the hit with his money.
Like MG. And everybody else is gonna have to go for some new deal somewhere else.
You think so? Gotti ain't been showing himself. Has it? Are you saying he's showing himself at Robin's birthday party now?
Yeah, I just have to look at that.
Oh, okay.
Him and Angela and all them at the birthday dinner.
Oh, okay. He could come out. He said he feel good enough to celebrate now. Quit then. So he happy right now.
I mean, well, it's his little sister's birthday, so of course he had.
Well, quit then tell on him.
I'm gonna quit can't tell on it.
How you know Quit can't tell on him?
It's gonna be. I mean, I ain't gonna say he can't, but Daddy got lawyers to fight that. Dude, it's a criminal. Daddy ain't got no criminal record, criminal past. They got good lawyers that'll fight that.
Well, it's a lot of killers ain't got no criminal past. I mean, they just ain't get caught.
Well, I think the down lawyers, the state lawyers, they're gonna take CMG to the bank as they should.
You said as they should.
As they should. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie about that. As they should take CMG to the bank. Cause we took with the part of his label.
Oh, okay, so you want to see him get? You want to give? You want to see him get sued? You just don't want to see him go to jail.
Oh yeah, just for him. Cut the lights off over there. Everybody go about their way. And at this point, I'm convinced that's gonna be the end of it. Everybody gonna go to jail that was connected with drugs. And gotta go get the wrongful death lawsuit with CMG, part of CMG, because Juke was part of the label. Outside that, everybody go home. They gotta win it because Juke was part of the label. Cut the lights off over there, CMG. Let money bag them go shop for some more deals somewhere else. And everybody go home.
Who is money? Ain't Moneybag signed to Endless?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He will still keep his Endless deal because that's the main company he signed to, Endless. But man, if the state lawyers cut the lights off for CMG, that'll automatically end that CMG deal.
He said Quit gonna. He said Quit gonna tell what Cornbread and Straight Drop decant the meeting he had with Juke Solo.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
You think all this gonna come out in court?
They got to. They're gonna try. Guess what? If it's the Lord will, I'll be here for it.
Well,
But I think it's gonna be the end of result. I think gotta go get the wrongful death suit. Everybody going to jail. That people can go home, and that'll be the end of it.
who is everybody?
Huh?
You say you think everybody going to jail? Who is everybody?
Everybody that was a part of this case. Everybody. But I don't think if everybody go home. That shit ended like that. That's what I would do. If I'm the judge.
Okay. Cypress, there's some more people beeping in. Let me let them talk because I had 2 more people to call. All right. Hello? 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 Cypress.
Yo,
I guess they hung up. Oh, shoot. He was still waiting. Whoever that was that called, call back. Those that was calling in, call back. Y'all run the likes up for me. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I just want to type us off the phone. I ain't want nothing. It ain't making no sense.
Well, what you think about quit pleading?
Man, this is what I think. I don't, and I was just on here to channel. I think that there's something behind this because Quet signed up, like I said over there, federal proffer. Had nothing to do with the state. The state there's no such thing as a state proffer. It's a federal proffer, or it's just a proffer agreement. I think Quet put all his eggs in the federal basket, thinking that the state would kind of adhere to that, and they were like, "Nope, you agreed with the Fed. You have nothing to do with us when it comes to that. So you got to take this whatever amount of years." And I think that they finna get Gotti in them. I really do. I that's what I think. Might be wrong, but I think it's about to happen. Because notice now, Mia J didn't say nothing today. Normally when she's frustrated, she'll come out and say something. She didn't say nothing. So she had to be on board with whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always felt like as far as the CMG part, the rest, I've always felt like that was the federal government, because see, when you start talking about hits, paying murders for hire and money, traveling across state lines and multiple, people involved, funneling money into hits and stuff. That would be the federal government.
Right. They don't care about the little stuff. I ain't gonna say they don't care. It's just not on their radar. That's like state, y'all can have this little bitty stuff. We want these millions and we want these people off the street. So I think this is a play. I don't think that Govan really thought about this, but the state wants him. And Hagerman and Moore said today they can convict him beyond a reasonable doubt. He can ask for a change of venue, whatever he wants. If they bring Cornelius back to testify against him, it's over with. Because Cornelius is ready to get him.
Right. And he got to worry about Straight Drop because Straight Drop mad at him too. You got to worry about him getting on the stand. And see, this would be the perfect opportunity if he's having, like I said, I think it's some people playing two ends against the middle, meaning Straight Dropping them mad at him, and it's because Straight Drop is in communication, I believe, with some people at CMG that's making him feel a certain way also about Govan, and Govan might be still in contact with some people at CMG. This would be the perfect opportunity for them he go to trial, for them to get in Straight Drop's ear and tell Straight Drop, go ahead and testify against him.
You think he'd be dumb enough to do that though?
Who, Govan?
No, Straight Drop.
What, testify against Govan?
Right.
Straight Drop real mad at Govan too. So that's who he mad at. Cornelius told everything. I don't think he mad at him. He mad at Govan. You got to wonder why they got all this. Why they real mad at Govan?
That's a good question. Is either money? I think it's Govan told on him. Didn't he tell on him to begin with?
Well, Cornelius said he told on him. Yeah, he did say that.
Cornelius said the day before he talked to Govan the day before. The next day they were following him. I'm like, dang, man, Govan that told on the whole world. He said Govan told him to get rid of his phones and ask him what Straight Drop. Have you heard from Straight Drop? Next thing you know, the marshal phone. I'm like, oh, bro, yeah, Govan ran it all out, bro. So I'd be mad too. I mean, your daughter, you didn't get to celebrate your daughter's birthday with that cake. It was just, man, Govan just, I had to think about that too. I think Govan snitched him out. That's what I think happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I think something's about to happen soon. I know we've been saying that for a couple of years. I think something's really, really about to happen. I could be wrong, but I think it's coming. I think it's almost over.
I'd be surprised. I would be surprised if he went to trial. I really would.
Yeah, I would too, because the state don't. I mean, they want him, but they don't really want. They don't. He probably should have taken whatever they offered him. You heard Hagerman today. You know, he laid out the years that he was gonna get for whatever he was accused of. So he was like, he's basically saying, you should have taken the plea. Now we're gonna get you.
Yeah, and they confident about it. I would have thought that his attorneys would have been able to get some of those, especially that, because that's the main charge, that first-degree murder. You would think they would have got that negotiated down to a lesser charge, because you see what they did with Jamarcus. They made his charges lesser charges. So evidently they feel like they got enough evidence. I mean, they got to, because you can't just take somebody to trial and not have evidence, not unless you're crazy.
Yeah, but I listened to Mulroy. Now, Mulroy also, he kind of left the window. Well, he closed the door, but he left the window open saying, you might have to play the video, but he left it open to where we're going to give you one more chance. I don't know if he meant to say that, but if you play the video, he said that after Hagerman finished talking about a plea. So I think he'll get another chance to kind of take the deal, but we'll see. In public, they say a lot of stuff. In private, it's all kinds of different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm gonna go and let you go. I know I just wanted Cypress off. Cypress over. He just be. Cypress holding on to whatever you're holding on to. I know it's Christmas time, but Santa ain't bringing that present, man. Like, you can let that go, man. Good Lord, bro. Cypress, it's a wrap. Like, you can't say Gotti gonna lose money in a civil suit and not go to prison. That ain't the way it works, Cypress. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, if they sue him and find him, because the only thing about a civil suit is, they find him liable, but they got to find him liable based on some type of evidence.
Yeah, you can't just. Well, I'm gonna give y'all the thorns and paper out $60 million, but I ain't going to prison. No, that ain't the way it works. No, that ain't the way it works. I'm sorry, Cypress. That ain't the justice system, my boy. But you'll find out, I guess, the hard way.
Mm-hmm. I think this with Govan is going to be even more interesting.
Yeah, I think so too. But Govan played himself. thinking he wasn't gonna have to do no time. Now, boy, you might not do time with the Feds, but the Tennessee, they want their years, and they coming to collect, my boy.
Yeah, because Hagerman and Mora sure seem very confident.
Oh yeah, when Hagerman unloosen that tie, it's over with, and I ain't never seen his tie tied up. So you might as well get ready.
Yeah.
All right, T. I'm gonna get up out of here. You have a good night.
Okay, you too.
All right.
Bye-bye. You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, okay? Hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you want to support the channel, you can support the channel via Cash App or Super Thanks, or I think it's a gift thing down there or something that I turned on. I don't know how it works. TB21 is definitely paying for his lawyers because quit gambling and all that. He getting that lawyer money. Who y'all think paying for quit lawyers? Or y'all think he because quit got a gambling problem? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you all. Let me see. It's that big old wig, Robin. Big old blonde wig Robin got on her head. It says quit sell perks. He said, y'all think the perks is what's paying for the lawyers? Y'all think the Percocets that y'all say he sell perks, that's what's paying for the lawyer? Y'all think the Percocets? I tell you. Yeah, Robin need to throw that wig in the garbage can. It ain't. He said CC paying for that lawyer. Who is CC? Y'all know who? I'm trying to think. CC. Who is CC? He said CC paying for that lawyer. Them perks ain't enough for him to gamble. Them perks. He got a gambling addiction. He bets on anything. Don't he? He be over there betting on anything. It's an addiction. A positive vibe says, I believe Robin may be paying the money since she the head of CMG now. Be quiet, hell. 21 says, do y'all think Quit had a life insurance policy on his daughter and he paying for the lawyers that way? Selling perks ain't making no lawyer money unless he doing a lot of moving, sitting still. That's photos. That photo, Govan, he looks treacherous. He looks like, damn, I'll bite her. It says, I need a 5-game parlay Quit. A South Memphis vet. Oh, okay. I don't know who that is. I tell you. Y'all, let me see how many likes do we have. Yeah, we need some more likes. We need 20 more likes. Yeah, we need like 20 more likes. He said, nope, CC paying for it. You keep saying CC. I don't know who CC is. Be quiet. I don't know who CC is. He says you can get off 1,000 perks in a week. In Memphis, these youngsters eat them like flint. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They chews them up like they eating on a piece of candy. They in a bad way. I promise to God, they in a bad way. And I think it's so sad, you know, and even with, you know, all this stuff that's going on with Quit, I think it's just messed up that all of this stuff had to happen this way. When did we become so inhumane that we feel like a way to come up or to get money is off of killing another human being? Damn, the fact that Young Dolph was a celebrity, a millionaire. He was a human being first. When did we become so inhumane? Okay, when do we become so inhumane? You know, that we, you know, we do that, right? He said, is the fish ready? What fish? He says, the fish ready. What fish? And Rose says, Cypress, you the same one that tried to confuse that. It was a third shooter at Makita's and came to find out it was a third shooter that was Dolph's brother. Cypress kept saying the back door. I don't hear him talk about the back door no more. I ain't heard nobody say nothing about the back door in a long time. Frank, what fish you talk about? Well informed, quill or be quilled has become the norm. Yep, these folks killing and they ain't gotta kill. They're killing for greed. And that's the reason why they got so much bad karma. It wasn't no reason to kill a man that was just walking into a cookie shop. He was not a threat to their person at all. It was strictly for greed. And God ain't in that. You have to reap what you sow. You have to reap what you sow. Mm. The interview. Oh, let me tell y'all when the interview is. The interview is next week. The interview is next week. Where's Stanley Govan? Stanley Govan ain't been in here in weeks. I don't know. I don't know where he at. He normally pop up in here. Lori says, yep, drinking lean, popping number 10s, Kanos, etc. Yeah, their brain is a scrambled egg. I'm telling you, it's a scrambled egg. So, like I said, all of this, I hate all of this happened. I've spoken about this until I'm blue in the face. Like, they should have known better to do something like this. And the mere fact you have people that are just so bloodthirsty, a consistent pattern to try to take a man out, and what happened until they did it. To know that there are people like that in this world is really disappointing. It really is. It's disappointing. Barbaric in nature, just cruel and evil, and people doing anything for money. It's sad. And wicked people like that just don't last. They can't stay around because God is not going to allow it to happen. God is not going to allow it to happen. The attitude that was taken, that people took, still not saying how barbaric it was for them. They know exactly where it came from, the people in the industry, and they're not saying how barbaric it was. It's just really just evil. Yeah, God is always in control. So, like I said, if I never got on here and said anything else about this case another day, the laws of the earth is whatever a man soweth, that's just what he's going to reap. That's my favorite scripture. Be not deceived, for God is not mocked. Whatever man soweth, that's just what he's going to reap. That is one of my favorite scriptures. That's one of the ones that I always meditate on when I want to go off on somebody, because I have to control myself a lot. Because sometimes people can do some things that make you want to go in on them bad, especially when I feel like they know they're wrong for what they did, and I have to control myself, and I have to I close my eyes and start praying. Be not deceived, for God is not mocked. Whatever man soweth, that's just what he's going to reap. And I promise you, when I start meditating and get still and start quoting those scriptures like that, it don't be long. You're going to get it back. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. What you put into the atmosphere, that's what's going to come back to you. The seeds that you sow, those are the seeds that's going to grow. They sowed those seeds of discord, right? They took that man's life, and so their life is being taken in another form, right? They took his life. He's down at the grave. Now their life is taken. They at a penal facility, will never be out again. but they planted those seeds first. And so I can't understand how they feel like it's anybody else's fault other that's them. That is them. They made those bad decisions. They made those bad decisions. And I hold the older guys way more accountable to sit up and encourage and misguide these younger guys. I know Straight Drop is adults, but yet and still he was definitely misguided. I don't care how he was out there in the street being a hitter. Somebody was paying him. So that means that somebody was misguiding him. And then to promise him that he was going to be a big star if he took out an already big star that came from older men. And so they planted those seeds and they're going to get it back. Because the word of God says, when I get them back for what they did to you, you're going to see me get them back. It's funny how you always get to witness the get back. You always get to witness it. My grandma used to say, well, baby, he got his back quick. His life ain't long on this earth. Because God sure say you're going to get it back before you leave here. And that's so true. You're going to get it back. So they planted those seeds. So it ain't, they, people are so narcissistic. They want to blame everybody else. Tell them over there saying something. Eat the shit out of my damn ass. I can't stand for no stupid motherfucker to come up in my chat talking about you talk about that because you keeping that stuff going. Stupid motherfuckers. I can't stand stupid ass folks. Okay. See, I grew up around men that we held in high esteem, right? So I didn't have to call them stupid because they weren't stupid. Okay. But these 65 motherfuckers gets on my damn nerve. You bring your sissy ass over in my damn chat. And then you want to sit up and talk about you the one talking about this. You keeping this shit going when the stuff all on the news every damn day. If I never said another damn word about this case, it's gonna be what it's gonna be because the folks have already investigated the case, stupid motherfucker. Excuse my French, but when they makes me mad. Okay. Lord, forgive me for going off like that. But when I get to thinking about some of the stuff that these folks be putting in these comments, they just stupid. They want to get mad at everybody else instead of pointing the finger at the real problem. They had no business killing that boy, period. They ain't had no business doing it. That's the reasons why I always put that into the atmosphere when people, Dolph should have had security. Dolph shouldn't have did this. Dolph that. And I always take it back to the core and the center of the problem. And I always say, yeah, but them niggas didn't have no business killing that boy. They ain't have no business doing it. Somebody got to stand up for what's right. These dudes so damn stupid. They be sitting up trying to plot even now. The ones that think that they don't know that they involved with they stupid illiterate asses. They be sitting up trying to plot to do something to other people. See, the ones that's involved that think that they have gotten away, that's paying this money unnecessarily, those are listen, I got everybody talking about the branches of a tree, okay, the root of the problem. I put that into the atmosphere. She always talking about she put in the atmosphere. I did do it. Quet and Straight Drop in them are the limbs and the branches on a tree. If Quet and Straight Drop and Cornelius are the only ones that go to jail, it is a travesty of justice. Okay? They're a problem, but they ain't the real problem. The real problem is the root of the tree. Okay? I think that's what the feds is at, the root of the tree. See, that's why I be liking the feds. Okay, I likes them. That's who they at. They ain't if you I don't think the feds is even much worried about Govan like that. Govan ass would have still been over there betting, okay, on card games and shit if they had not propositioned him with some money. His weakness was he let money make a damn fool out of him. He would have been still over there betting on card games and playing dice and betting on games because he got a sickness. Quit ain't the root of the damn problem. The root of the problem are the people that went to quit. That's the root of the problem. And the reason why I say quit and straight dropping them ain't the damn root of the problem. Their part in it was wrong, and you have to be punished for that. But there was a history of trying to take that boy out, and quit and straight dropping them wasn't involved in it. There is a common denominator, and it ain't quit and straight drop and Cornelius. That's the root of the damn problem. And so now an example has to be made out of the quits and the straight drops and the Corneliuses, so that they can know, anybody else can know, that you can't take money. You can't do stuff out of greed. There are consequences. There are consequences for it. But if quit and straight drop and Cornelius are the only ones that is indicted, and we all know that that's not going to be the case, then that tree still has life. And so they'll go away to prison, and just like a tree does, after a while, it'll start to grow the branches and the limbs again. Meaning after they go to prison, they'll go and proposition some more little kids like Trace Slimes and all of them. They'll start to grow them same limbs and branches again. That's why I like them boys. I likes them alphabet boys because they works at draining the swamp. I told y'all this 2 years ago when everybody was saying the feds ain't involved. I said, okay, well, I was told that they was, but okay. I said they're gonna drain the swamp. I mean, I had told y'all what I had heard 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I told y'all, I said, when they were saying, well, she don't know what she's talking about. She just thinks she know this and that, and she don't know nothing. I can't understand how a bunch of bitches that ain't even from the city of Memphis think that they could ever tell me anything. Bitch, I was raised up in South Memphis, ho. I don't care if I don't live in the hood anymore. I still got family in the hood. So how did they ever think that they could try to tell me anything when I was telling them I was told? I had worked for the police department for 100 damn years. I was told that the feds was involved. Then Chief Davis got on there and said it. And that they was going to drain the swamp. I told y'all, I said, y'all, they after the money. They're not after no money. Folks got all on their platforms. They want to discredit me. So she's sitting up talking about feds after the money. I said, they after the money. They're going to stop that money flow, whoever paid for that hit. That's the root of the damn tree. I said it almost 3 years ago, as a matter of fact. Okay. And look at what's happening. Because that's the problem. That's what gives murder and mayhem life. That's what gives the tree life, the root being in the ground. As long as their root is still planted, that tree lives, it's got life, and it's going to grow limbs and branches again, which means they're going to go get a bunch of misguided kids and dangle money and fame in their face. So that's why, you know, when folks will say she was crying because Straight Drop went to jail, I was crying because I am a African American mother that has kids the exact same age as Straight Drop, and I could feel the pain of his mother, even though I don't know her, and seeing a young man that is the exact same age as my children ruin his damn life. I'm a damn mama. I know he got to pay for what he did, but as a African American mother, I felt something because I'm a damn human being. He don't know the trauma he get ready to go through. He got a life of hell ahead of him. And hey, I mean, it's only fair. Dolph ain't got no life ahead of him. He in the grave. But you see a child sitting there rocking back and forth like that. He jumped off the porch into a world that he ain't ready for because he ain't even mature enough. And you had a bunch of old ass, rusted, crusted niggas that should have been trying to guide him right, that was old enough to be his daddy, and some of them his granddaddy. They helped to misguide him, and they got to pay for that. You got to reap what you sow. So when they talk about you, she over there crazy, maybe I am a little crazy. Most women are. But I'm sure human. So that's what I do. I'm going to cuss you out and I'm going to cry. When you come on here some days, I might be crying about something. Okay, then I stop, I blow my nose, and then I'll see something and I'm gonna cuss you out, and then we're gonna say a prayer before I get off. That's how I do it over here. It's my channel, and it's all authentic. That's how I am in real life. Okay. So we have to talk about the root of the problem. And Quet and Cornelius and Straight Drop is a problem, but they're not the root of the problem. You know, that's why I say evident. I don't know what the prosecutors got, but to say Quet was the mastermind, see, I don't know all the evidence that they got, but if he really ain't the mastermind. I know in legal terms it's something else. And you know, legally, you know, they might can find something in the law to make him the mastermind. If what Cornelius says is true, he definitely played a part. But he ain't the mastermind. He's not the mastermind. If he was the mastermind, that means that he would have had to have masterminded all those other incidents that happened back in 16 and 17. And as far as we know, he ain't had nothing to do with that. So whoever the mastermind is the same damn mastermind that had a history of mastermind and all of those mishaps that was happening to him when his life was when they was trying to take his life back then. I don't think Quet was a part of that at that time. So that's why I say he ain't the mastermind. The mastermind ain't never changed. There was a mastermind before Quet was brought into the damn equation. They brought Quet into the equation. That's what I'm saying. And so that's why I say you have to read what you sow. Okay, you know, I think the feds is going to Once they finish draining, see, a tree needs water. Roots have to have water. There has to be water in the soil in order for it to live on. That's the money. Money keeps things going, but if you drain the swamp, you dry out everything. That means that money flow is dried out, and that's when that tree gonna die. It's gonna slump over and die, and they can't have another rotten branch or limb to ever grow from it again. They can't ruin nobody else's life by dangling money and fame in their faces. Okay. Because see, I don't have a weak mind, so can't nobody dangle no money in my face. I don't have a weak mind. Because I tell you, because first of all, I'm gonna be insulted. You want me to go do what? I don't like it when people try to send me out now. Why don't you do such and such? I don't like for people to tell to do that to me. You trying to send me out. I see, that's why I don't have issues with being isolated and being by myself. I don't like being mad at people. It's too easy for me to get mad at them. Why don't you go tell them this? You get your mom to go do it, bitch. I'm not your sent out. Okay. Doc 10 says, so instead of taking the plea 15, 20 years, I don't know. I kind of believe they offer him more years than that. I think they offered him more years than that. That's what I think. See, quit looking at they charging him with murder, and they didn't. But Cornelius has already admitted that it was him and Straight Drop that went out there and killed Dolph. So I guess that's what him and his attorneys looking at. Why would he be charged with first degree murder and he was not actually the shooters? So I guess he think he can go to trial and get a jury to give him less time than what they offered him. But I don't think he's gonna go to trial. That's just me. I don't think he's going to go to trial. I don't. So I think quit trying to stay out long as he can, child, so he can gamble. And then he gonna go in there and take a plea deal. That's what I think. I'm trying to figure out who paying that lawyer. Who paying Manny? Let me see how much Manny costs out. Manny coming way from Atlanta. They paying traveling expenses and everything. Let's see. What's his name? Manny Aurora, lawyer. Manny. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let's see something. I don't know what the hell man it look like on here. Shit, a damn bug or something. Let me see some, y'all. Let me show y'all some. I like to listen to attorneys to see if they sharp.
Sort of a train railroad kind of situation happens when the guys can't afford good counsel and things of that nature, and you never even really hear about it. And their jails are full of people that I think sometimes get a raw deal. But in this situation, it's not that something didn't happen. Something clearly happened based on the DNA. It's just, can they prove it? And the fact that the DA actually had the backbone to stand up in front of the national media and say, I don't think we can prove it, give him a lot of credit, because you don't get that from most DAs. Most DAs will say, I'd rather try it and lose it than take the heat for it. So they can put it up and then they'll blame the jury for doing something. But in this situation, you got two different types of DNA. Makes me think of Kobe Bryant. Remember when we went through that fiasco?
Mhm.
You got the Ben Roethlisberger situation where the girl can't necessarily remember all the details. It doesn't make them bad people or good people or anything else. It's just you can't prove the case, and therefore you got to do the right thing as a DA and say, we can't prove it. We're not charging somebody.
I know in this case, and I'm not sure here about the state of Georgia, but this was not going to a grand jury. This was his decision to make. Is that the norm, or usually does it go to a grand jury? Could this have gone to a grand jury?
Well, if we remember the last famous case they've had down in Florida, they could have taken it to a grand jury and ended the whole thing had the grand jury chosen not to indict. But the DAs down there have the ability to bring it up themselves if they choose to. In Georgia, it has to go to a grand jury. But let's not convolute ourselves or make ourselves think that grand jury really means much of anything. I mean, there's hundreds of cases indicted on a daily basis here in Georgia and Fulton County, and it takes about 2 to 3 minutes per case to get the thing indicted. So it's not exactly this long sifting investigation that goes on. The police officer comes in, there's no rules of evidence. They say what they have to say, then the grand jurors vote, and typically you can knock out 50 to 100 cases in downtown Atlanta on the grand jury days. So I don't put a lot of stock into that.
Manny, you think the pressures of the Heisman Trophy committee and having a chance to win a Heisman Trophy, Jameis Winston, to playing in the national championship had a big part of why the decision had to be made today? And will, two-part question.
It seemed like let me see something. Let me see if I can find a video of him in court. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let's see.
It's not just for general impeachment, but for bias and all those types of things, because he is on probation or parole at the time he gave this testimony. The second issue would be the presumption of innocence, where the prosecutor said the presumption can end as soon as the first witness is sworn in and nobody says anything. Just patently absurd as far as that goes, but the defense lawyer didn't know it. The judge didn't say anything about it, and off we go with regards to that throughout the course of the closing statement.
Were there pretrial instructions on the presumption of innocence?
As far as the transcript goes, I don't know if they were done on the pretrial side. I know they were done post, which is what I focused in on based on the way the case
There's normally a set of pretrial instructions too that talk about
Yes, Your Honor.
presumption and the burden of proof and all that.
I don't remember seeing it, but I can't swear to it. But the record is what it is. I focus mostly on the post-trial instructions. Then we have the issue with the defensive habitation, where the prosecutor erroneously, repeatedly said, you need to be carjacked.
What y'all think? He seemed to be he seemed like he might be he might be better than a straight drops attorney. We shall see, because he just got his licenses in Tennessee. So yeah, it's Govan's attorney. That's his attorney that they fly in from Atlanta. When he fly in Atlanta. I don't know. I think Brian Steele has a law license. Brian Steele is very, very, very smart. Brian Steele. I was looking at that. Brian Steele has a license in just about every state. Brian Steele has a license in almost every state. They probably can't afford him. Hold on, let's see. Him and his wife are both attorneys. Brian Steele has a license in Georgia, California, Florida, Missouri, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Alabama, Louisiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Michigan, New Jersey, and Oregon. He got licenses in all of those states. He's very smart. But then Brian Steele Brian Steele something else. He might have paid. He's shysty. He seemed like he. He said drop, so he seemed like he was court appointed. He could have started out being paid, and if he ran out of money, but we didn't see that though. When he ran out of money, the state could have kept paying him. But we never saw what Drop declaring himself indigent ever. Mm-hmm. They said everywhere but Illinois. I don't think he has one in Illinois. But y'all, as far as Govan is concerned, I guess, like I said, we'll see. But I'd be surprised if he have that case, and I would be surprised if I don't think it's gonna go to trial in July, because I don't think it's gonna go to trial at all. I really don't think he's gonna go to trial. That's just my belief, though. He said Brian Steele is licensed everywhere. The murder rate is high. Yeah. Brian Steele getting paid big bucks. That man is getting paid a lot of money. He getting paid a whole lot of money. He single-handedly by himself a broke thugger. And Thug has been out the way since he got out. Ain't nobody even heard from Thug, or I ain't been seeing nobody post nothing about Thug. So I guess he got out the way, which is a good thing. Yeah, he and his wife are criminal lawyers. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to get off of here because I'm doing my hair, and I'm tired. I'm real tired too. I ain't had no rest. So we'll get back on tomorrow. We'll get back on tomorrow afternoon because I gotta go to the, get my lashes and brows and stuff done tomorrow. So I'm gonna be busy for a while. Memphis Pimp, Tennessee, how's everybody? Anyways, you guys. Hey, what's that? If you pay me. Oh, okay. If you pay me. Yeah, if you all haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you all subscribe to the channel, okay? If you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you want to support the channel, you can hit up the Cash App. I'm doing really well. How about yourself? You can hit up the Cash App or you can hit up the Super Thanks. Oh, tomorrow is a rainy day. Oh, Lord. Y'all know how I am. I be wanting to stay in bed and look in TV. I pray to God that it rains tomorrow. I hope so. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna get out early then because I need to go get my brows and stuff done. I'm gonna start trying to figure out how to do my own eyebrows. Okay, you guys. I love you guys. You all have a good night.